Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brooks Knows Baseball 30 Breakdowns in 30 days. Today, we are almost done, actually. We only have two more teams left. We've got the San Diego Padres. Taking a look real quick at the San Diego Padres history. It was good last year, and then it was decent in 2020. But in between 2007 and 2019, it was not good. They did not make the playoffs once there. Looking at their entire history, they've never won the World Series. They have lost two, so they have two pennants. They don't make the playoffs very much at all. They've only made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times since 1969. So they do have a history of losing, or at least underperforming. But they do have some great baseball players. Tony Gwynn, Dave Winfield, Jake Peavy, Trevor Hoffman, just to name a few. I do believe they're going to
Did
make
you say the best one? Did you say their greatest player?
Ed Winston.
Tony Gwynn.
I didn't say Tony Gwynn. He was
Ted.
the first.
Okay.
Joey Hamilton, the best one. Ryan Klesko. But anyway, taking a look last
I
year,
like
they were
Klesko.
89 and 73, which would be their best season since 2010. I think they're ready to make that step. Are they going to make the World Series? Maybe. We'll talk about that. You think they're going to make the World Series? But go ahead and jump right on into their bullpen, and we can get this train on the tracks.
Well, I'll skip their bullpen. I'll go with their acquisitions. They got pitcher Michael Wacha late, because that's the only every team in the world couldn't decide to take him for whatever reason. Good number 4 or 5 star. But their biggest one was Xander Bogaerts. That really weakened the Red Sox. They got Superboy Matt Carpenter, who suddenly goes to New York and becomes a superstar.
Yeah, we already went off on him.
Yeah, Seth Lugo, woohoo, for the Mets, and Jose Lopez, Rule 5 guy from the Rays. I think that's pretty much their acquisitions.
Nelson Cruz, man.
Oh, yeah, boy.
And Rougned Odor, your boy from B-Town.
Yeah, I'm big Rougned Odor. I mean, it seems like a great guy, but, no.
They got Pedro Severino, who's going to be in the minors.
You know me, I watch the Nationals a lot, and then he went to the Orioles. That were my two favorite teams, and he goes to both of them and helps kill them.
I don't think they have a good rotation, but go ahead and start talking about it.
Rotation, Yu Darvish. How can you argue with Hugh?
Well, I heard they're doing a 6-man rotation.
Well, they might. They got so many guys. Well,
They have guys, but do they have? I don't think anyone really number ones. I
Darvish,
don't.
Darvish.
I see Darvish. They have him penciled as the 6th starter.
Mine says Darvish, Musgrove, Snell, Waka, and then Lugo or Martinez. I certainly want to start Martinez. Darvish, yeah, he made 30 starts. Musgrove made 30 starts. Blake Snell, that was the second best year of his career, I think, last year, 3.38. And Waka, he was 11-2 last year at Boston, 3.32 ERA. Martinez, I'm not a fan of. Lugo, no. He pitched more of relief, so I guess now they're going to make him a starter. The rotation, their rotation should be all right. They're going to, like I said, Lugo, they're going to try to start him. Martinez bounced back and forth last year, so who knows?
I don't think. I don't. Their best pitcher's not pitching.
But
right now. He's starting on. Yeah, he's going to start the injured reserve. He's their best pitcher. I don't see why they're doing 6 starters. This is odd.
Well, they probably do it now because he's out. But in the bullpen, you got Hader. I'm not a hater. I like Hader.
Good one.
Yeah. Maryland guy. Orioles traded him. Another Duquette. Great trade by Dan Duquette, right?
I wasn't too happy about that one.
Was it Dan Duquette that was there? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of his brothers. Anyway, they got Adrian Morjon. I'm sorry. He may start. I don't know. But Suarez, he's a good right-hander, big fastball. Drew Pomerantz, he hadn't pitched since 21.
Another Oriole.
Pomerantz was?
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't he an Oriole?
I don't think so. Luis Garcia's, he throws hard. they got much more offense, I think, than say the Dodgers. But the Dodgers got more pitching overall. But this pitching staff's not bad. Uh, yeah, they're not bad. Oh, Ryan Weathers, he's going to be in that rotation soon, permanently. Um, I don't think the rotation or the bullpen's too bad. Oh, and they got forgot Nabil Chris Mott at the bullpen, 294, 50 games last year, 117 whip. Um, he's not, but not. But oh, and then Tim Hill, I've seen him pitch. He's solid. Um,
I think they're solid. They're definitely an offensive team though.
yeah, definitely.
Because anything else you want to go jump on the catcher?
Yeah, we can go to the catcher. I'm thinking it's going to be Nola again. This starter.
That's what I'm saying. Austin Nola as well. He's old though. He's 33, and looking at his stats last year, he hit 251, which is a 20-point drop, and he's 30. He'll be 33, so it's going to fall even more. I project him to be in the 240s at best this year, so I think that's a weak spot for him.
Well, he's defensively, he's good. He caught all of Darvish's starts last year, and the other teams only hit just over 200. So that says something. First base, I got Jake Cronenworth. He kind of slumped last year. Because he's the guy that came out of the Tampa system, right? He like ripped up the International League.
He hit 239 last year, which it's not good. And it was roughly a 30-point drop. He's going to be 29, so he should still be in his prime here. I don't think he's going to hit 239 again. At least for his sake, I don't think it will.
I think he'd be better.
Usually, players that we've seen that third year, they take that big jump. So hopefully, he takes a bigger jump for him. Hopefully, he can get it up in the 260s.
Yeah,
but again, they don't need him to hit. They have enough hitting without these guys.
Well, when you study their lineup, then you get like second. You got Hae-Sung Kim.
Mm-hmm.
He's not much of a hitter, although he did play a lot last year because of Tatis being out.
He hit good in KBO. Now this is not the KBO, but he's routinely a 300 hitter over there. He hit 251 last year here. He did play 150 games. That's something to look forward to as well. I think he's going to be in 240s, high 230s to high 240s guy. That's what I have him penciled as for projections here.
You go to the left side of the field for them, starting the outfield, Soto, but then you come in because we're doing infield, Machado and Bogarts. There's some hitting there and fielding.
Well, look at Machado. I'm a huge Machado fan. Machado's actually one of my picks to win the MVP this year in National League.
Could happen.
For Manny, what would you say? Just say you're a casual fan. You just you pay more attention than an average fan. But what would you think Machado's biggest issue is?
Attitude.
Okay, apart from that.
He's lazy.
Okay. I would say a lot of people would say durability is probably a thing for him. Because early on in his career in Baltimore, he got hurt. He got hurt, but
he got hurt one time.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's not accurate thing to say about him, because looking since really 10 years, he hasn't missed any games.
No, I like Manny too, but I just watched him too much, and I thought he was lazy.
If you're a lazy player, and for the Baltimore, his second best season, last season was his best season as a pro. But before that.
He busted ass every play.
Yeah, in Baltimore, his best season, he hit 297, 35 home runs, 86 RBIs, 20 stolen bases,
right.
And he was a Gold Glove, Platinum Glove fielder that year.
And how come you can compare their numbers are almost identical? Him and Bryce has got 2 MVPs because Bryce. When you watch Bryce,
Bryce is hurt more too, though. So
yeah, but he's got as many more home runs, more RBIs, don't he?
Harper's. That's why he's MVP. Man, he's not yet.
So Harper, well, we're not talking about.
But I'm a big Machado fan. I think he's going to be an MVP guy this year. Last year he hit 298. He hit 32 home runs, had over 100 RBIs, and he's good in the field. I think it's just going to continue. He will be a Hall of Fame player. The whole reason I'll say this is a little side note. The whole reason this website started is because of Machado. I'm serious. I remember looking one day and I wanted to find his career projections. I couldn't find his career projections anywhere. So I said, hell, I'll make the website then. And that's how I came up with this Brooks Knows Baseball. We did our formula.
Well, okay, I agree with all that, and yeah, he's a great player. I'm not saying that. I just he rubbed me the wrong way in his laziness sometimes, or he appears in his body language sucks. You watch him sometimes, but anyway, when you go to Bogarts, he's barely an average defender, but he got
You
some.
don't need it, man. If you're scoring 9 runs a game, who cares if you make a few
Right.
errors in the field?
Well, all right. Well, so I mean, he'll do a solid job. So, and then Machado makes all the plays. Um,
He doesn't have any power, Bogarts, but he's a solid player. He's a good average hitter.
15 home runs last year. Like I said, that's not
Oh.
big power. But hey, they got power. They got Soto. But when you go to left field and Juan Soto, what do you think? He didn't have the year everybody thought he would. I mean, he's a
Nope.
240.
Nope. He's one of those guys. If he has another bad year, he's
Yeah.
one of those guys that people are going to think is good because of his potential, and he's had flashes of being a superstar. Superstar.
Well, he's had some good years. Yeah. When up until last year, every year was good. I mean, he's put up some numbers, man, for his age. He's right up there with the greats of the game on, his early milestones. But yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. And you watch him; he seems like a nice guy. He busts his butt. I feel confident he'll bounce back. I don't,
Maybe.
and he's got so
Maybe.
much help around him.
Maybe he doesn't like playing on the West Coast.
I don't know. You know what I predict?
What's that?
When's his contract up after this year? I think.
Let's see if I can find it here. Arbitration. Yeah, he's on a 1 year deal, 23 million this year.
I think his
Arbitration
contract.
eligible next year. Free agent 25.
And you know where he's going to end up, don't you?
Where?
You heard it here first. He's going to be a Washington National. Just remember
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Absolutely. You know why?
Why?
One reason, because his brother is a national, and he may be ready to come up by then.
Maybe.
And they're already talking about it. So
Maybe. We'll see.
Right.
But moving on from him, we also have center fielder Trent Grisham and then right fielder David Dahl.
Trent Grisham, being the East Coast Mid-Atlantic guy, we love Trent Grisham. Do you remember why?
No.
Remember in that one game playoff Milwaukee, Washington was about to lose, and he made an error in the outfield, and we won the game, went on to win the World Series.
Yep.
Trent Grisham's one of my all-time favorites. And plus, he's such a great hitter. He hit 184 last year in the starting role. Thank goodness they got other players. But Tatis, when you get him back, have you ever studied Tatis's numbers?
No, I know they're good.
They're real good. But he's a knucklehead. To put it nicely, I will call him something else, but we're not on cable. He gets caught. I mean, he rides a motorcycle or something. They said he got hurt. That's inexcusable bullcrap. And then he takes PEDs. What the hell's wrong with that guy?
And Manny was speaking out against him last year. A lot of the players were saying
he let
wrong.
the team down. He could have been the difference in them getting to the World Series. I mean, he's that good of a player. He's an amazing player. I was disappointed because I wanted to see him play more.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you talk? We'll go jump on their prospects.
Well, one thing I was just looking, I didn't realize Cronenworth was a 2-time All-Star already. Did you realize that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's an older guy. But one thing I do want to mention with the Padres, between their starting offense and then their pitching staff, how many homegrown guys do you think they have on their 40-man roster? How many homegrown guys do you think they have?
Well, let's see. They're
just off the top of your head. Don't look. Just give me a guess.
Not many, because they're like the Mets. They buy everybody.
8 of their players are homegrown.
Yeah.
31 are not. That's a lot.
So, yeah. Well, when we mentioned Tatis is back, we didn't say he's going to be the right fielder. Okay, and then Cruz or Azakar or someone will be the DH. I don't see Cruz. I don't know how Cruz can make the team. He showed his age last year in DC. And Matt Carpenter can be the DH. But anyway, all right, their prospects. What do you think?
Yeah, so they are not necessarily. They're not a high team. They're at all. They're 23. They have 2 guys in the top 100, which is not good. They have Jackson Merrill, who's their top prospect. He's only 19, A baller.
He hits.
Yeah, well, he's a ways away. Then you got Dylan Lesko, who's in rookie ball, right-handed pitcher. Ethan Salas, who's in rookie ball. He's 16.
Well, hold on. Lesko had TJ surgery last year, so can't get on him for a while.
Yeah, and Ethan Salas, you know what's cool about him?
Uh-uh.
He's 16 years old.
Whoa. What about Rosario, the infielder? You hear anything about him? He had 22 home runs.
He's their eighth best prospect.
Pardon?
He's their eighth best prospect.
Yeah, well,
So they're young. They're super young, and they're very far away. So the prospects 3 through 6 are all in rookie ball. And between their top 10 prospects, 2 of them are higher than low A, and that's only Rosario and Jay Groom, and they're both in the bigs. So there's not much there. And then their 11th prospect A ball, 12th prospect A ball. They don't have a guy in Triple A until their 29th best prospect in Terso Orleans. But so there's I don't think their prospect
well, you know why they
not
don't have
good.
any prospects?
They trade them all.
The DC. The Nats got them all last year, and
But
that's what Nats jumped up. But anyway,
looking at the record projections, I have them winning 95 games this year, losing 67, finishing first in the NL West. And honestly, I have them as the second seed, only behind the Atlanta Braves. Looking at the playoff projections, I have them facing the New York Mets in the wild card, and I have them I have them in the divisional series, facing the Mets and beating the New York Mets. And then I have them moving on to the NLCS versus the Atlanta Braves. And I have the Braves winning that series. As you know, I have the Braves win the World Series this year, but I have the Braves beating them 4-1. Can't get over the hump, and I don't know why. I know why the Braves are just that damn good.
absolutely. But
Anything else you'd like to add before we get closing here? We got one more episode of this left, and that is going to be tomorrow with the San Francisco Giants.
No, I just think the Padres are going to be a pretty good team.
I agree.
Go to the games and be excited because they were
Is
good.
that a cattail behind you, Big Dog?
No, that's my arm. I got a black sleeve on.
Okay. All right, BF John.
He's a fan of our show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
like it, share it, subscribe it. If you're here this late and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Let us know how we can improve on our videos. We have one; they're growing. We're almost at 1,000 total views, which is pretty cool to think about. We
just started a month ago.
Yeah, and we're over 1,000 views, total views, obviously. I'd love to have one video get 1,000 views, and that'd be sweet. But like it, share it, subscribe it. Let us know how we can improve anything like that. Quick reminder, after Brooks News Baseball 30 Breakdowns in 30 days is over, we're going to be going back to just 2 per week. So it's going to be beginning, end of the week. We don't know when we're going to be 2 per week. Just kind of breaking down what's going on in baseball. If something big happens, we'll hop on and do an emergency press conference, anything like that. So, but yeah, like it, share it, subscribe it. Let us know what we can do better. John, let's do the sign off. Get out here.
That's all for now, folks. See you on the next episode of Brooks Knows Baseball.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, John Boy.